They're the mountains we're going to, I think. Are they the mountains?
They are.
See the small mountains? We're going over there, I hope. Because those other ones look really big. We're on our way to Port Angeles. And on the way, so I'm sewing a bag. It doesn't look pretty yet. But when it's on the bike, it's going to look awesome. Is one of the mountains we're going on, because they look really high. Man, if we go up and there's snow, woo, booyah! Did you bring us a winter coat? I did. Just pulled into the parking lot at the trailhead for the Olympic Adventure Route, and the bag is almost finished. Looks ugly as heck right now, but wait till it turns inside out. We got ourselves some frugals. Frugals. But first, I gotta eat some fries. Oh, salty cancer sticks are my favorite. This is not the most beautiful frame bag ever, but it's my frame bag, and I am proud of it. Man, I am tipsy. All right, the first barrier, can you make it through? If you cannot, then you have to quit.
All right, here we go.
Away we go. All right, so we're riding about 48 miles today. Expecting to take about 5 hours. Then we're gonna roll into camp around 7:30, 8 o'clock. Looking good. Keep going. Look at the size of that bag. What do you got in there, a tent? Nice. Just got a little bit technical here next to the side of a cliff. Oh, not a cliff, just drops off really fast. You gotta be careful. Loaded bike sometimes just goes places you don't expect. Don't people know this is supposed to be enjoyable? So we were just descending through a section. It got a little fast and bumpy. The other camera had bounced out and had fallen off me. All right, back at it. We're not even that far yet. As expected, it's going slow. Nice. So that's the mountain right there.
I think so.
I think.
That's a ridge.
Hold on, time for photos. Photo time! All right, what stump thinks it can hold up my bike? You think you can hold up my bike?
I'm gonna go for the tree.
Where's your sense of adventure, young man? Where is your sense of it? So, James, we only got 44 and a half to go.
I swear it was only 30.
The first camp is only 30. That might be the camp we're stopping at.
That's the next picture time. I got
The hills are alive with the sound of bikepackers.
We'll make it 10 miles and we'll have 300 pictures.
Yep. Sweet water, you taste like nectar. Taking photos. Instagram and Strava, or it never happened. They said it was the Olympic Adventure Route. It was the much more difficult mountain biking option to the Olympic Discovery Trail touring route. So I brought a road bike. And James has a beautiful Specialized Fuse 6 fatty, meaning he has big honking tires with suspension, and so far this is pretty smooth. We got a lot of downhill here right now, so on the way back it's going to be crazy, 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 yeah. Crazy, 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 yeah. All right. However he got down there. So we had a bit of climbing at the beginning and it went pretty slow. Right now we just did a whole bunch of downhillish. It was nice and smooth, coasting. At times the switchbacks seemed relentless. We just would hit them and there'd be 3, 4, 5 in a row just up the side of the mountain. All right, bring your legs. Steep switchback. All that hard effort meant that we basically went through our water like we expected, and so we would have to stop when we found a decent stream and use the water purifier to get some new water. We only had to do that once on the way out. So we climbed tons of switchbacks to go up on top of that thing, and we have been coming down it now, flying down. It's been super fun. So now we gotta like keep riding forever to get to our place. We're about 16 miles in now. We must be closer to 17. Okay, so we have broken out of the single track route. We're now on the forest road, which is about 3 miles down to Lake Crescent. We made it through the single track without any incident. Now we can gain a little bit of speed. We ran into some locals and they indicated that there were some landslides, so that's why the trail was closed in a section, but that you could go through, and many times the workers were letting you through because the trails on the side were open. So they said, just go through that section, get your headlamps, and you'll be fine. As we were going through the tunnel ground was actually tore up a lot from the excavators that had gone through, so it was difficult to ride. So we had to get off our bikes and walk a little tiny bit. On the other side. So the people we met at the start, they said that the second tunnel you might have trouble getting through, but you could probably go through it, but you could also go around it. And so the funny thing is, I just got out here and I said, there's this big trail next to me. What's that? Oh, it's the second tunnel. I didn't even see the other side because the rock slide's so big, I couldn't even see the entrance. So we just came along this trail here, which is literally right on the water. You see the water is like turquoise. It just drops off really fast. Some of these spots along here, it just drops straight down, so you can just dive in. Here's the trail. As you see, here's the rocks. There's a lot of landslides going on. I can see why they closed the trail, because normal people with brains wouldn't do this. So we got about 6 hours elapsed. 27.5 miles. We've got about 5 more miles to go to campground. It's 8:51 and we're cutting it close for light. So the switchbacks, the climbing that we had, the elevation that we had, a lot slower than I anticipated. My estimate of like 5 hours to get to the campground, we're now an hour over. If we can keep this rate up, we'll be there in an hour. So we're gonna roll in the dark. All right. James and I made it. We rode for what, 7 hours? 7 hours, yeah. Give or take whatever. And it was like 33 miles? Yeah. Give or take whatever. And we're alive and we have a campsite.